Finished, it's Friday, and you just want to get home. You just want to get in the car, press the start button, and get the hell out of Dodge. But that journey, that going from here where work is to home where everything else is, that's an odd one. Sometimes you gotta amuse yourself. Sometimes you hope other people amuse you. Sometimes you hope that, well, the journey's going to be uneventful, or, well, maybe it'll be eventful. Who knows? But you need something to cushion it out. And this is the car I'm sitting in. This is the Mercedes E-Class 220. Now, that doesn't mean it has a 2.2 litre diesel engine. No. It means it's got a 2 litre diesel engine. Puts out a little over 180 horsepower. My journey home, 40 minutes, about, give or take, and mostly on country roads. Mostly just pootling along 100 kilometre an hour stuff, or 80, or 20 if there's a tractor. And it starts here in Tullamore in Axis Business Park, where the headquarters of Midlands 103 is. And by the way, that's where I work now. But this car has set itself apart. There's almost nothing I don't like about this car. I like the shape of the outside. I like the curve of the roof. I like the curve of the inside. It's a lovely sweep across the dashboard. I love these little trailing purple lights around here. I love the way it completely cushions out the road in front of me. I can see the bumps. They just don't seem to matter to us. This is an exceptional performance by Mercedes for the last couple of years in actual fact. Almost all the cars they brought out are brand new, and yet every one of them has been setting a brand new trend for them as well, including this E-Class. This E-Class blows away the kind of old man idea of Mercedes and that idea that is for a more mature audience. Yes, E-Class still dictates that segment. It still is up there. Now, the competition in that segment is pretty fierce. There isn't a lot of competition, but the competition that's there is amazing stuff. You got an Audi A6. I still maintain an Audi A6, unless you buy an automatic, I'm talking good DSG one, and Quattro, you will get the A6 you're looking for. The two-wheel drive manual, and the same for this one. But this has a thing up its sleeve, which is what BMW does as well. Two-wheel drive on the rear. Now that makes a different driving experience. I don't care what anyone says to me, you've got to experience all the cars to understand what I'm talking about. It creates a completely different driving environment when you're being pushed along as for when you're being pulled along by front-wheel drive. The best driving experience comes from a rear-wheel drive car, most of the time. Till you get up into the silly stuff, the crazy cars, then you kind of need four-wheel drive. But front-wheel drive is kind of rubbish at that point as well, unless you're talking stuff like Golf GTI or you know, kind of hot hatch. But this is not a hot hatch. This is an executive saloon, and a clever one. I love the little touch pads here that allow me to go between different parts of that menu in front of me. I love that I have a cooled seat as well as a heated seat on this side, and it's necessary this time of the year. The car gets very warm inside, leather seats heat up a lot. I absolutely adore the shape of these seats. They're like sort of like a clamshell thing, but not quite clamshell either. Now, the clattery engine would be a thing that you have to think about. But, you know, you can't avoid it with a diesel. You just can't. A diesel engine is going to be noisier than a petrol engine. It's that simple. They're never as smooth. But Mercedes has managed to cushion out an awful lot of that noise unless you're at very low speed. And the thing is that the engine's kind of in the cabin with you in respect. It's inside the car. So Mercedes has done an exceptional job of blotting out the noise from outside. But I can still hear that as I go along. Now when the radio's on, you won't hear any of this. It just doesn't exist. But with the radio off, different story. But you see what I mean by just getting home? That's it. This just irons out that road, and I trundle along at whatever speed I want to go, and the road is cushioned out. Last set of traffic lights on before I head home. After this now I'll be on, it's still in the town, but I'll be off these town street roads and heading out onto Portlaoise Road. See, there's no vibration when that shuts down. I'm very impressed by that. That's very hard to do. See when it starts up or anything, look. Tiny vibration there. It's the narrowest vibration I've seen in a long time. I've got a 9-speed box. Now, I've only seen 9th gear on a motorway. Road noise is very low. Cabin noise generally from car area, like engines and stuff, next to none. It's only during acceleration. When the acceleration gets a bit harsh, you should hear a little bit. But other than that, nothing. The only complaint I would have is this middle screen. First off, it looks a bit small compared to the surround on it, so I assume there's a much bigger screen. I mean, I know there's a much bigger screen, but I just, as a user of the car and going, I should expect the bigger screen. But when you click nav, or Navi as it is there, and you agree to that, the next screen that arrives is very childish. I think it's Garmin, but I think they're like clip art or something from the 80s on Microsoft Word. It's very childish, Mercedes. Really, you should make your own interface. Don't make your own sat nav. Don't be stupid, because that never works. Make a better interface though. I think that's very childish. That could probably be fixed with just a minor update from Mercedes, so I wouldn't really worry about it. It wouldn't put me off the thing. It's a bit clunky here and there, but it gets the job done. It'll get you where you want to go. The sound system itself is exceptional. Don't have a problem with that. Basically everything else about the car is fine. I don't really have a problem with any of it. I wish there was a proper footrest for my left foot. A proper one, not that little tiny mini. I can't show you. It's dark as Coley's hole on there. I need a torch or a lamp or something to show you what's down there. But basically, there's nowhere to put your foot that's comfortable down there. You kind of stretch your leg out way too far. Now I'm outside Tullamore and onto the big main roads, which will be right here. So it's Friday. It's time for home. And I'm driving a car that suits my needs absolutely perfectly. For that time where you just want to get where you're going and you want to do it in style, in comfort, in solitude. I'm doing 100 kilometers an hour and I'm whispering. There's traffic passing by here. It's like tumbleweed, man. Absolute silence. Huge amount of traffic passing the car right now. I can't. So quiet. If you want a driver's ability, much more kind of click everything inside the car and being able to adjust little settings and all sorts of dials and things, then maybe a 5 Series is for you. If you want high-speed road holding, I mean just exceptional road holding, well then probably you should be looking at Audi A6. It's a tough choice. If I had to choose between all three right now, this minute, I'd go with this. And I'd go with this model as well. I think this model is actually quite nice. And if you like this review of this €60,000 Mercedes E-Class, please click the like button, please click the share button, and please mind yourselves, and I will see you all on the far side.
Ladies and gentlemen.